What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and the news is rolling in that Kylie Rodney's death has been ruled an accident. And if this piece of information comes as a complete shock to you, then chances are you have been misled and you are getting your information from the wrong places. Because it looked like this would be the case. The most logical explanation ever since her car was found underwater. I have never seen anything like the Kylie Rodney case before. The amount of toxicity, the amount of misinformation, how people were just bold enough to just get online on YouTube and just live stream for hours, telling nothing but complete lies, while sharing fake pictures and fake information, fake evidence, just to get more clicks, views, and attention. I'll admit, the Kylie Rodney case looked highly suspect at first, right? There was always a 50-50 chance, at least in my mind, that, hey, it was either an accident and she ran her car off the road somewhere, or something happened. I think we can all admit there were some weird things there. But in the grand scheme of things, the reality is people were grasping at straws. I sat down and watched an 8-hour live stream of a panel of people analyzing what they thought was a seatbelt hanging out the back of Kylie Rodney's car. And in their mind, that must have meant that she was tied up and bound by a seatbelt in the back of her car and her car thrown into the water. When the more logical explanation was that the thing hanging out the back of Kylie Rodney's car was a pull assistant. That is often put on CRVs, on any cars. Older folks use them all the time. A pull assistant to help you pull down the trunk. We know that Kylie Rodney's grandfather was the one taking care of that car. I wouldn't be surprised if the seatbelt that must have tied Kylie Rodney up was just a pull assistant the whole time. But even if it wasn't, that was just a small, minuscule piece of information that people ran wild with. There was just thousands and thousands of hours of live streams about this case, when in reality, you could sum up everything you need to know about the Kylie Rodney case in 5 minutes. A girl went to a party. She was last seen at that party that night, and now she's missing. There are friends there that saw her at a certain time. Police looked for her. They couldn't find her, and then AWP found her. That's basically the Kylie Rodney case in a nutshell right there. I didn't have to sit here for 12 hours a day spouting nonsense to get to that point. Now, I have received a lot of pushback about my reaction to the Kylie Rodney case, and I just dropped covering it altogether because it was getting out of hand. Blaming innocent people, blaming YouTubers. I mean, seriously, they came up with this conspiracy theory that the entire American government, along with a whole slew of YouTubers, were all in on this together to split a $60,000 GoFundMe. That's what these people came up with. The CIA, the FBI, the President of the United States, and several YouTubers all concocted a plan to scam people for $60,000. And after every person that they labeled a suspect and they said was in on it, if you really calculated that money, everyone would have gotten about 53 cents. People's lives were put at risk. People's addresses were leaked online. And I'm not talking about Kylie's friends. I'm talking about random people who just called into live streams. Random YouTubers such as myself were attacked day in and day out because we didn't feed into the bogus nonsense. If you watch my channel, you know I am all about conspiracies. We literally uncovered and exposed a Hollywood celebrity named Ezra Miller who had a freaking cult of little kids who he was touching on and doing weird things with. We expose stuff like that on my channel. I'm not closed-minded. I know there's weird stuff going on and cover-ups going on. This Kylie Rodney case was no cover-up. There was no big grand scheme behind this. And it's heartbreaking that a lot of people were misled by this totally nonsensical information that was obviously fake. And we laid it out for you 1,000 times that it was fake. And now everyone wants to see the rest of the AWP footage. Listen, AWP found Kylie. And I think we're all grateful for that. There's a chance that Kylie would not be found as of yet if it wasn't for AWP. But the reality is that tow truck driver never saw Kylie. I called that out from the get-go. It was bogus. If you really watched it, you can tell. And then the fact that AWP was everywhere saying they can't release certain information because it's an open investigation, right? We can't answer questions because it's an open investigation. Yet y'all can show this tow truck driver saying stuff about an open investigation, talking about seeing Kylie, information that we hadn't gotten yet. The fact that that information was included in that video proves that it was fake in the first place. Because in the same video and in later interviews, they claimed that they couldn't talk about anything because of the open investigation. So why would they have even included that clip? It was bogus. It was added in for dramatic effect. That's the reality. Once again, I am grateful AWP found Kylie. But at the end of the day, they had an opportunity to silence a lot of the drama and a lot of the speculation, and instead they added to it. We had a freaking country rapping weirdo accusing everyone of all type of nonsense, including AWP, literally said AWP was in on the scam. And then what does AWP do? They act like they're afraid to call him out and say that they want him to record their theme song. This guy was saying that Kylie Rodney was fake and didn't even exist. And AWP said they didn't see a problem with that. This isn't an attack on AWP. This is just being honest. And I know honesty hurts a lot of people's feelings and it rubs people the wrong way. But it is what it is. Facts before feelings. And the facts are all there. And the facts are that y'all have been lied to. Not all of y'all, but a lot of y'all, and just a lot of people in general who watch true crime content, they have been misled time and time and time again. And it was so crazy to me seeing how quickly these people dropped the Kylie Rodney speculation and then immediately hopped over to Quentin Simon. And they're now spreading lies about another missing child who has not been found yet at the time of this recording. Just like that. And the majority of these same people who were out here spreading this nonsense aren't even going to update you all on the fact that her death has been ruled an accident. You probably won't even hear from them again about this little girl. Because for them, it was never about this little girl. It was about what attention they could get using this little girl's name. There's a lot of people out here who, like I've said before, they don't have a personality. They don't have enough common sense to do their own research. They have nothing to offer, so they create fake drama, they create fake nonsense, and they thrive off of that. Now, I know there's still going to be a lot of people out there that don't necessarily believe this was an accident. And everyone's free to have their own opinion as long as you're not being harmful to other people. But if you ask me, everything points towards the fact that this was an accident. And all of the theories that have been spread online over the past few weeks are totally batshit crazy, bogus nonsense. I mean, if someone had a legit theory that sounded real, but no. Nothing but total nonsense. So hopefully, people can move on now. But the reality is, people will continue spreading lies about this case. And these people who were spreading lies about this case, they'll move on. They're already moving on to the next case to spread lies about. But it is what it is. I just hope this family can get some peace. And I hope the people who have been harassed nonstop since this case started, can get some peace as well, because I'm sure they're being harassed right now. There are people on Twitter as we speak saying that Kylie Rodney's mom deserves to rot in hell, because these people are angry and irate that their theories weren't true. There is nothing wrong with speculation, healthy speculation. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. Sometimes I have theories on this channel. Sometimes my theories are right. Sometimes my theories are wrong. And when my theories are wrong, they're wrong. There's nothing to it. I don't stick to it as if I have to prove myself right. But obviously people feel that way, and they will go to the end of the earth to make you believe them instead of believing the truth. But for now, at least we have this question answered. I'm sure a lot of people aren't going to accept it, and that's up to you to accept it or not. But the official announcement is that Kylie Rodney's death has been ruled an accident. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.